Right then, this is Urban Chaos Riot Response for the PlayStation 2 made by Eidos Interactive. Not to be mistaken for the original Urban Chaos that came out on the PlayStation and PC. But then again, I don't expect most people have played that game anyway.
This is Channel 7 News.
As you're about to see, this game actually has a very high budget spent on it. It's a first-person shooter. It also has real actors, well, not real actors, but real people playing in the cutscenes, as you're seeing here. In fact, you get these news flashes before every level. Also, the timer on the top left of the screen is the actual time I was playing the game, which is quite interesting to note. Anyway, let's crack on with the actual in-game footage, and as you see, it's very well presented. You can tell that the actual game developers spent quite a lot of time designing everything from the actual character models to the actual level layouts. Each of the levels look very nice, very detailed. Speaking of the levels, there are 11 main missions and 6 bonus missions for you to compete in. Each of the missions have a lot of replay value thanks to the medal system. To get medals, you have to complete like sub-objectives while playing the game, like finding evidence, taking people down without using lethal force, and so on. There's 5 bonus objectives to complete in each of the levels, so there's a grand maximum of 5 medals to earn for each level. So this game, it has what I like to call the Black effect. Black being another first-person shooter that also came out on the PS2 and Xbox, which had a ridiculous amount of replay value thanks to the fact that it just had a little bonus objectives to keep the player wanting to play the game more. Also, I figured I might as well point this out. I don't like normally telling people how to play their games and stuff, but you would want to do this on easy first, because each of the 4 difficulty settings in this game have their own sets of medals. The more medals you gain, the more stuff you unlock, like better weapons, more armor, stuff like that. Eventually, after you've beaten the first 3 difficulty levels, easy, normal, and I think Inferno, I think it's called, you get a mode called Terror Mode, which basically makes the game a lot harder. What also is good about this game is the gratifying amount of violence in this game. As you're about to see now, slow motion shot. Boom! Headshot! Yeah! Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, also the amount of weapons in this game is pretty refreshing as well. Yeah, they're all pretty stock as well as the storyline, but it's basically what PC gamers want. You know, just give us like a big gun and let us shoot people, it's okay. Another really good thing about this game is the fact that you've actually got a riot shield. That's quite good for first-person games. It means it keeps the game very fast-paced, so it's not one of those slow tactical games. That's so funny. Anyway, yeah, it's not a slow-paced tactical shooter. This is more of a fast-paced game, and you're about to see my favourite weapon in the game, the Doom 2 shotgun. Once I blast that cardboard box out of my way, which you can't move past. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, that shield actually keeps the game fast-paced, so it's all good. Also, the amount of weapons are quite varied. You can have, oh, watch this bit, hang on, I'll show it in a sec. Boom! Anyway, the amount of the amount of varied weapons in this game is good. You can have hand-to-hand weapons, you can have petrol bombs, meat cleavers, tasers, miniguns, submachine guns, stuff like that. All good. While this game is a very, very fun game to play, it does have some minor flaws, like some parts of this game are actually incredibly annoying. Like there's this level where you're trapped inside a burning apartment block. You have to rescue people, but you have to use this thermal breather which turns you into heat vision mode, which means you can't see any of the fine details, so looking for masks and stuff is bloody difficult. Also, occasionally you have to fight a gang leader while inside a burning building, and you won't know he's a gang leader because you can't make out the details on him, so you end up shooting the guy in the face and failing that submission. Then you get the really retarded firemen who don't follow you properly and like literally just stand around while in a burning building while having a civilian on his shoulder who's suffocating due to the amount of smoke in the building, etc. It's quite annoying. Also, there's a lot of model recycling on this game, but then again the models actually look really good on this anyway, so it's not too bad. And it's not like every other FPS game does it anyway, so you can't really fault the game for that. Urban Chaos is also played online. You can have up to 8-player games, cops versus terrorists. I'm not sure if the servers are still running or not because my modem's dead at the moment and basically I can't tell you. But the problem is with PlayStation 2 games, especially now that companies have stopped supporting the system, basically servers are closing down. Happened to a lot of my favourite shooting games, like Steel Lancer International, Resident Evil, Survivor 2, stuff like that. Ooh, god damn it, I love that shotgun. Anyway, back on the message. This game would be quite fun to play online, I'd imagine, but there are apparently 9 multiplayer maps for you to play, which is good. Overall, I'm going to give Urban Reign a healthy 8 out of 10, mainly because you can buy the game for cheap now. I mean, I bought this in Game Station's 4 for £20 second-hand used deal, so essentially I got this game for a £5. And is this game worth a £5? Hell yes, it's worth a £5. Overall, if you're looking for a new first-person shooter to play that doesn't take itself too seriously and just has a lot of replay value and has a lot of gratifying violence in there, then this game's definitely for you.